All right, how's it going, everybody? My name is Spencer, and welcome to Film Punch. For those of you who are new to the channel, this will be a bit of an introduction to the channel and what I do and just kind of who I am. And for those of you who have been around for a little bit, this will be a bit of an explanation video on why I changed the name. For those of you who are new, you wouldn't even know. But yeah, I did, in fact, change the name very recently, so I kind of wanted to talk about it here a little bit. But yeah. For the introduction side of things, for the people that are new, I love to watch movies and TV shows. I'm a huge nerd about all that stuff. I'm a huge Marvel fan, so I watch pretty much everything Marvel. Star Wars, I'm kind of fatigued on. I need to get my Andor reviews out there, but I've only watched the first episode, didn't really love it, so I haven't gotten back to it, but I definitely need to. Those reviews will come out in the near future. But lots of movie reviews, lots of TV reviews. Sometimes I'll do like a ranking or a fan casting. Sometimes I'll do an interview. I've done some really cool interviews with some really cool people, some of which being the Real Rejects. Back in 2020, I interviewed both of them, Greg and John. And one of my favorite interviews that I've done for sure. I've also interviewed some actors from Marvel TV shows such as WandaVision and Hawkeye, the poster you can see there. And most recently, I interviewed somebody from the Batman. So I've interviewed some very cool people. I plan on interviewing more in the future. But as for right now, there's just so many movies and TV shows that I got to keep up with. So seems like I just don't have the time. But yeah, speaking of which, I have a part-time / almost full-time job. So it's hard to watch everything I need to watch, put everything out that I want to put out, and plan everything and go to work all at the same time. It's a lot to manage right now, but I do my best. I still go to the movies like 2 to 3 times a week, depending on what's coming out. So I'm very much committed. It's just kind of a time thing and also kind of a sanity thing that I don't want to push myself too hard to the point where I'm not having fun with this. So, and that's a bit how the podcast was after a while, which I'll get into in a minute. But yeah, there's an introduction for you. I guess that's all you really need. Like I said, my name is Spencer. I'm a huge I'm a huge movie geek. So yeah, I mean, if you're into movies and are a nerd about it like I am, you're gonna love this channel. Maybe not love this channel, but I think you'll appreciate stuff about it at least. But yeah, as for the explanation side of things, this channel used to be called Pop Culture Podcast, and my podcast is still called Pop Culture Podcast. However, that will be ending on episode 200 if you haven't been following with my my social medias, which are a little different now. On Instagram, it's at film_punch, so go check me out there. Excuse me, still got a bit of a cold here. But yeah, if you haven't been paying attention to the social media, you'll know that I changed the name and all that, and that the podcast will be ending on episode 200. So kind of sad there. Let me get a drink of water because my throat's starting to feel a little scratchy. Much better. But yeah, after over 2 years of making the podcast, and after about a year of doing the podcast and YouTube, I finally decided I just want to stick to YouTube. So the podcast will be ending on the 200th episode. That'll still probably be a ways away, but as for that last episode, I'm planning on making it the longest one yet, probably over 5 hours, full of content, looking back on, my favorite moments of the podcast, probably a lot of like interview stuff and just different things I've talked about. I'm going to comb through a lot of different audio files and whatnot and see what I like best, but I'm going to do that as well as probably throw in some reviews and maybe some movie news. I don't know. I'm going to try to like get some guests on possibly. So I'm going to try to make it as long as possible. That being said, the gap between episode 199 and 200 probably going to be a pretty substantial gap, not like a year or anything, probably like a month at most. But yeah, it's kind of sad that it's ending, but it feels like I'm kind of closing the book on one chapter and starting a new one, I guess you could say. That sounds really hallmarky and cheesy, but that's kind of how it is. I just want to focus on YouTube and potentially grow and get on other platforms as well, such as Twitch, Patreon, TikTok. Also probably do YouTube Shorts at some point. but that kind of messes with your statistics a little bit. So I don't know about the YouTube Shorts, but yeah, I have a lot of plans for things that I want to do, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you. I just wanted to make this little video explaining the name change. I like the name Film Punch. I hope you guys like it too. I think it's pretty cool. And also, I was thinking I could do something with that name. Be like, oh, psh. But also kind of Jeremy Johns, not Jimmy Jones, Jeremy Johns, that movie reviewer on YouTube. He kind of does a similar thing there, but you know what? I'm not much of a gimmicky person, but maybe eventually I'll play into the theming of it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to plan on, like, making a video intro and whatnot. It'll be fun. So, yeah, that's all I got for this video. Not much, I'm sorry, but little introduction for the new people and explanation for the people that have been around. As for the next video, what will I be reviewing? Shoot, what comes out this week? Bros, which I'm very much looking forward to seeing. That looks really funny. And shoot, what was the other thing? There's one other movie I needed to watch. Smile. That's what it is. So I'm not sure which one of those reviews will come out first. Also not sure if those Andor reviews will come out before those movie reviews, but we'll have to wait and see. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you. And yeah, here's to many more. Also, go check out the podcast. Best way to find it, go to the link in the bio on my Instagram, and it should take you where you need to go. Yeah, that's all I got for you. Sorry for the long pause there. My throat's still really scratchy right now. I'm going to go hack my lungs out after I stop recording here. But leave a like on the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload, and I will see you in the next one.